Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and obviously judging by the title of this particular video, I'm going to be giving advice on, how to purchase a car. If you aren't familiar with my channel, I mainly do car reviews. I will occasionally do some videos on some stuff in my personal life, like with my Shelby GT350 and then with my Ram Rebel. But since I decided that, the car reviews relate very, very well to actually how to purchase a car, because a lot of my viewership, I'm assuming that you guys are on the market for a lot of these cars that I am actually reviewing, so I thought, why not make a series on how to buy a car? If you don't know me, I have been in the car industry for over 2 years now, and I mainly do internet sales, so a lot of these videos are going to be related to internet sales essentially. And so this is kind of like my way to create extra content, and kind of like I said in another video, if I'm not going to have time to film a Modified Monday, or I'm not going to have anything set up, this will give me a chance to still have something to upload on Monday, or if I don't have anything to film on Sunday, it'll just give me a chance to have a video so you guys have some content. Now, that all being said, let's get right into today's video, and that is going to be whether or not it is better to purchase a car purely online or to go into the dealership. And the answer to all of this is actually going to be a little bit different than what a lot of you guys have heard if you have read articles on the internet. And in this video, I'm going to kind of give a brief overview of, some articles that I've seen, like what most people say that they think is the best thing to do. And then I'm going to go over, kind of the different steps of what I would say is a good process to follow if you are shopping for a car to get the best deal on a vehicle. But without further ado, let's just get right into that. So the first thing, like I said, that I would mention is what I commonly see. And what I commonly see is people will say that you should purely shop online and that you should call a million different dealerships all across the country, and that is the only way for you to get a good deal on a vehicle. And this video is going to show that that is not necessarily the case, and there are some things that you can do that will actually be even better than just reaching out all across the country to a million different dealers, and this will actually save you a lot of time as well. So the first step in the process that I would say is, yes, you should start shopping online first and foremost. So what I would recommend is, after you've done all your research, to pick out the particular vehicle that you want. And this is going to apply to new and used. Actually, this first part that I'm going to is going to apply more to new vehicles than used vehicles, but I'll kind of try to differentiate between the two. So the first thing that you actually want to do is shop online. And what you want to do is actually, I would recommend going to a bunch of different sites. So this is applying to new and used, like Car Gurus. I'm not affiliated with any of these people, by the way. Cars.com and, even dealer websites. Just go to all those different sites and look at the prices of the vehicles that you are researching into buying. That's, pretty obvious of what you should do, but that's what I would say do first. Go to a bunch of different dealer websites, go to a bunch of different third-party websites, look at all the different vehicles for sale, but don't reach out to anyone. This is the first tip I say. Just do not reach out to anyone. Just study the market, look at the prices of the vehicles at the different places, and then kind of get an idea of what the vehicles are selling for. Now, that being said, this is one of my first tips to actually look for when you are shopping online, and I actually have a couple examples pulled up on my phone so I can kind of show you guys. But make sure to read the fine print on dealer websites. So I have two different dealers pulled up. Nothing against either of these dealers or anything like this. So the first one that I have pulled up here, hope you can see this. So these are both Ram trucks. So it's a 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn. So the first truck you can see here, it says it has an MSRP of, or what the manufacturer recommends the truck to be sold as. Sorry, it's not focusing on the phone. It keeps focusing on my face, but I'll just read this out to you guys. So it says that the manufacturer recommends this truck to be sold at $51,365. Now there is a dealer, it just says savings. And the dealer savings says $16,378, so the price of the truck says $34,987. You're like, wow, that's a really aggressive deal, right? Now, there's another dealer website, another Bighorn, Ram 1500, and this one is pretty much the same truck, right? It's $51,155 manufacturer recommended selling price. So they're within a couple $100 of each other, and it says dealer discount incentives, and now it says $43,000 $232 selling price. So now you're thinking, okay, well, this other dealership is giving a way better deal. The other one's selling it for 43, this one's selling it for 34. But this is what I have to say. Read the fine print before you reach out to a dealership. If you read the fine print on this one that's giving $16,000 off, it says that not all customers will qualify for the selling price. It says it's estimated, calculating dealer offers and conditional offers and all this other stuff. What this really is advertising. And you'll even see this on third-party websites when the dealers will post their vehicles on these third-party websites, is they post these really low prices just to get you to reach out to them. And then they're hoping that once you reach out to them, their salesperson that you will be sent over to essentially will be, good enough at their job that they will be able to explain, this and that, and then, hopefully earn your business that way. So please read the fine print. That's what I have to say is one of my biggest recommendations when you look at online pricing, because even though those dealerships, their posted pricing is a lot different, their actual selling price on the vehicle, if you take away all those, like on this one, it says on the rebates right here, like I said, I'd show you, but for some reason the camera just doesn't want to focus on my phone. But after you take away all the rebates, the selling price on the trucks is identical. So there's absolutely no reason to, just depends on which truck you like more, right? So if the dealerships, even though the posted pricing is different, the actual selling price of both of the trucks is the same. So like I said, I would definitely watch out for that. So now the second main step, after you have done all of the, price shopping and all that kind of stuff without reaching out to the dealerships, right? You've looked at them and you've read through all the fine print. You've made sure that what this dealership has posted is an honest offer. This is where I would recommend then you start reaching out to dealerships. And really the only thing that you should do to reach out to dealerships is you're reaching out to find out availability. So the reason that people will shop purely online and try to price shop online and reach out to dealerships, and say, hey, give me your best price, is because they don't want to waste their time. Really the only thing that you can do to waste your time is whether or not the vehicle is still available at the dealership, because dealership websites don't update all the time. So that's the only reason why you should be really reaching out to a dealership is the truck available or not? Not truck, but you know what I mean. Is the vehicle available or not? And if it's not available, then good thing you just found that out so you don't waste your time driving all the way down to a dealership or however far it is to find that particular vehicle. So, like I said, you've looked at all these different prices, and then you've kind of found out that, after all these different offers and everything, all the dealerships nowadays with the online pricing, they're going to be pretty close. So now what you have to do is you have to then, this is where it's going to get a little bit different than what places will say. Most sources will say, okay, now call all those dealerships, ask for their best price, and whoever gives you the best price, that's how you're going to get the best deal. That's really not the case anymore. The internet has made it so that the pricing's all the same nowadays, pretty close. Within most dealerships, within a certain region, they'll all be within a couple $100 of each other typically, maybe even, $1,000 or something like that, which when you're spending $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, which a lot of new vehicles are getting up to that price range, that's not a lot of money. So what you're doing is you're kind of picking a few dealerships that are in your area to make things convenient, because there's really no reason to travel out of state anymore for vehicles. And you're picking the vehicles that you like that are closest to the specification of what you like. And then this part that I'm going to say next, you guys aren't really going to like, but it's really the only way to get the best type of deal. So you picked out the vehicle, you picked out the dealerships, and you found, dealership A, B, C maybe, that they all have a particular vehicle that you like. So then what you do is you call on availability, make sure that vehicle's still there. Now you go to the dealership. Your negotiating power and your buying power is going to be far greater actually being at the dealership than calling. Because if you just call and say, hey, give me your best price, the salespeople there, they're trained to deal with that. That's exactly what they've been trained for. They've been trained to overcome these objections, to tell you different word tracks. That's all they hear every single day. Everyone's calling in and asking, or everyone's submitting requests through the internet asking what's your best price. And so they've all been trained to deal with this. So really what you need to do is actually show up at the dealership. That's what's going to get you a better deal. Now, if you're wondering why that's going to get you a better deal, it's because when you're actually there, the salesperson, the managers, they all know that you're ready to buy a vehicle, right? You've made the trip to the dealership. The chances of you buying a vehicle when you're there are much, much greater than if you're just submitting something online at the comfort of your house, wherever you are, where you're not really, right there where you could make a purchase. And that's why they'll get more aggressive for you, because if they have a person at the dealership that's ready to buy a vehicle, they're going to discount it more readily than someone that's across the country saying, hey, give me your best price. Because they know that if you say yes to this price, you'll sign up right then and there, and then they have their vehicle sold. And that's what dealers care about more than anything else. So that's how you're going to get the best deal, with online shopping and versus going to the dealership. It's a combination of the both. And that's most things that you're going to do, is it's going to be a little bit of a combination of the both. Now what I'm going to do is, after this video, continuing this series, I'm going to make a video on, negotiating, essentially, like, things that you should do, because, when shopping for a vehicle, not everyone's master negotiators. You're not trained to negotiate. That's what dealerships and the people that work at dealerships, they're trained to negotiate. You're just trying to buy a vehicle. You're not trained to negotiate. So I will kind of make a follow-up video to this. It might not be right after. I might make different, information videos between then and then, but I'll kind of make a video on negotiation that'll kind of piggyback off of this particular video. Again, to sum things up overall, so that you guys kind of have like a better idea of everything that I went over in this video. So first, do your research online, find the best vehicle for you, and then once you find the best vehicle, find the dealerships in your area that have the vehicles that you want to purchase. Once you find the dealerships that have the vehicles that you want to purchase, then you reach out, find availability on those vehicles. Once you find out that those vehicles are available, don't negotiate online. Go to the dealership, and when you're ready to buy the car, that's when you do the negotiating. That's when you're going to get the best deal. You're not going to get the best deal reaching out online, calling in, whatever you're doing. That's not how it works. So negotiate when you're at the dealership, and I promise you, you will get a better deal than what you have ever gotten before, just trying to purely do it online. When you do a combination of the both, with the online shopping and with the in-person negotiation, you're going to get a better deal on the car. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope this video was informative. I try not to rant too much or anything like that, so I hope that this video helped out. But as always, if you are stopping for the first time, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, comment down below what you thought, and then I will see all of you in that next video.